Good morning. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Woo-wee. Monday morning. Oh my goodness. We made it through the weekend, y'all. Great weekend. Great weekend. Great weekend. Look, man. Forget as always, share this video. Share this video. Share this video. Saying, you know, we always start off with good reports from the weekend. Day to my boy Frank Higgins. Happy parties off the chain. I heard it was track meet. Couldn't make it to the party, but I did hook up with him at the after party. You know what I'm saying? So it was brought back a whole man. I saw some people I hadn't seen in years. Frank Nitty brought, you hear me? So yeah, it was all good. Here in Kankakee this weekend, we're gonna talk that. I'm just saying. But Frank had a great birthday weekend. Brother, me and Frank grew up together from little kids. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing Frank 7 years old. So me and Frank grew up in the same neighborhood. My grandmother grew up right around the corner. So, hey, happy birthday, my brother. 50 more. Well, we look good for 50. So it's all good. Also, we had a great gym, a track coach at Kankakee High School. We had a great track meet this weekend. Our girls and boys clown down in Champaign. First class invitational. That coach down there said it was his tail because he ran a first class track meet down there. Both our girls and boys. Our boys had a lot of PRs with our boys track team. Won that 400 and coasting, and it's better than anybody else that was there. It's gonna be I'm gonna tell you right now, it's for that 400 title in class 2A. That's gonna be before it happens. That is going to be worth the price of admission in Illinois this year. So if you can't get down, you better tune in because that 400 meter way is gonna be a classic for the year. It's gonna be a classic for the year. So you just make sure to tune in for May, and that will be Memorial Day weekend. All right. So get ready for that. All right. This morning, I'm just saying, something that's near and dear to my heart this morning. Hey, the lack of and the importance and the lack of support of mental health service minority communities. Okay. All right. We're going to talk about that on that this morning. There's a lot of times in our community, in that community, the Hispanic community, and just communities as a whole, we don't health serious. Okay. We look at it as a crutch. We look at a hindrance. Sometimes as an African American community, we just blow it off as, oh man, my cousin, he just crazy. No. And I had to get out of that. When we were younger, that's what we were taught. Oh man, nothing wrong with him. No, that's not it. They need some mental health professionals to get involved. They may even need a little medication. Just being honest. They may even need a little medication. Okay? They might need a little, but we blow it off. And we don't try to get that they need because you're frowned upon in minority community for mental health services. Come on, man. Come on, man. We have to do better. Especially with our children. Let me tell you something. Really don't pay attention to it in our children. Let's just be honest. We really don't pay attention to it. Need to. Because let me tell you, and Cat Williams had a joke about it, but you can't, if a kid is 5, 6 years old and he mad, it's a problem. It's something going on. It's something wrong. We need to find out at 5 and 6 years old, at 8 o'clock in the morning going to school. We need, listen to the word I'm about to use. That child is doing that on a consistent basis. We need to find out what's going on. We need to call a meeting with the families involved to try to nip that in the bud before it becomes waiting too long to deal with the problem. Okay? We know that kid has a problem, but we waiting. What we waiting on? What we waiting on? Okay? And too many times, we so worried about who gonna get credit. I don't give a damn who fixed the problem. Republican, Democrat, Hispanic, it don't matter. Long as the problem is addressed, we have some solutions to the problem. Stop worrying about who gonna get the credit. Stop worrying about that. I'm worried right now our kids are suffering because we're not taking their mental health serious. There's no way we should have, and this ain't, I want to get this out there too, because I coach at Kankakee High School. I am a Kankakee High School alum. I'm tired of the people in that Kankakee is the only one with problems. No, we're not the only one with problems. Ours are just addressed in public. Okay? The parents at other high schools, McNamara, Hershey, St. Anne, any of these schools in our area, they may have not on social media talking about it all the time. Okay? Our parents in this city, yeah, we are. We putting it out there. Yeah. Out in the street. We got to fix them, though. We got to dealing with mental health. Some of these kids don't know how to deal with stress. Some of these coping skills to deal with stress. Some of them, the only way they know how to deal with stress out and lashing out with fighting and I've dealt with it this year alone, just coaching the kids back in my old high school. I've had to calm a lot of them down. Hey, come talk to me. Let's talk. Sometimes they just need an arm around. They just need, hey man, look, before you do that, let me give you some coping. But what do we do as adults? We wait till they erupt, have a problem, then we want to kick them out of school. All that. No, we knew it was a problem before. Okay? And let me tell you what's that. If I'm a kid that's struggling academically, don't think kids are cruel. You know, oh man, get your dumb self out of here. Kid got 3 or 4 F's. You think they not gonna be straight? They want to get 4 F's? Some of these kids are asking for our attention. Academic marks. Have you ever thought about that? Because when I talk to some of these kids' grades, they talk real intelligent. Like that should not have 4 or 5 F's. They're asking for our attention in another part of their life. To give it to them. We need to give it to them. And we need to get them some. A lot of times, we're not doing that. We're not doing our job as adults, as mental health, as high school, junior high, elementary administrators, elementary. Stop going to school for just a check. And check, as coaches, we have to check on our student athletes. Okay, if we see address that problem, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I've always wanted to address kids to the side, and if I feel like, the problem is we're not all working together. What is the school district? That means the city of Kankakee district. That means everybody needs to work together without worrying. Take politics out of it when you're dealing with our children. Take politics out of it when dealing with. Read it one more time. Take politics out of it when you're dealing with our children, and let's find solutions to help them out. So that means that the park district got to give away free pool passes to the kids that demonstrate they can't get that now they're not getting any referrals. All kids is not getting referrals. The school district inside a program and our youth empowerment to pay for passes for these kids, for those kids that don't get referrals, and those kids that have no DNA. We got do not meets or whatever, and if we got any kid without it and they haven't gotten any referrals for the semester, let's set that up where we give free pool passes, something like that. Let's get these kids some incentive. Okay, let's get them some incentive. Let's try to help them, get them a goal driven. I asked the kid that was a senior in high school. I'm gonna repeat this, and this is a kid that don't go to Kankakee. Okay, I asked the kid at the track meet this weekend. I said, I don't know. What? It's March. Sophomore, junior. No, I'm a senior. What? Come on, man. We gotta do better. Okay. So, I want you all to need to, if you know you got some kids that are dealing with something, you need to get them, and we need to go house to house, community, block by neighborhood. We know who the problem kids are, okay? We know families are, okay? We just had, I told you this weekend was a great at the city. However, we had 3 shootings Saturday. People are sent to the hospital. I've been seeing all this all over Facebook. This person, pray for that person. Man, I've been praying my butt. I went to church praying for today. Why is some of this happening? I just told y'all, man. What made somebody want to go put a gun in their hand? You think they not having mental health issues? But we knew that person. We knew it. Whoever did it, we know they have mental health issues. Nobody in their right and try to kill and shoot somebody, and I guarantee you it was over nothing. Something to them, but it was over nothing. If they had earlier, if they had proper coping skills, we wouldn't be dealing with this issue. Okay, then. Proper coping skills to deal with their anger, to deal with their issues. They would not go pick up a gun and do what happened. It's separate shootings. And from what is said in the newspaper, they believe they're all related. My guy that worked in the media ministry, he said in his neighborhood, which is usually pretty quiet, shots rang. He said, man, I know I heard some shots early this morning. Man, it's crazy. And he said, it's like, I heard over the scanner that they shooting over there by your house. Come on, man. One of the bullets would have went through the window and injured my brother, my fellow brother. He was just an innocent guy laying there. Shots out not too far from his house. Y'all got to think about stuff like that. But again, we not addressing the mental health part. That person that did that shooting needs some help with their issues, dealing with their anger. You don't go shoot somebody. Hello? Come on. Y'all know better. You have to do better. Remember this. I'm going to give you a quote. What you never got, you must do what you never done. Okay? We've never dealt with, and I say never because we haven't really dealt with health issues in minority communities. We put a Band-Aid on it, but we haven't fully. Now, there's a referendum coming up. I just saw it in the paper the other day about it's serious about mental health. They want to raise sales taxes. Okay, in other words, in order, instead of you paying $1.07, $1.08. But getting mental health services. Are we good with that? Or are we not? I'm tired of taxes being raised. If the money going to something good, just count your contribution to helping your fellow man. If you spend, okay, if $1,000, all right, you spend $13,000 in a year that you gave $130. You gave $130 toward mental health services in the city of Kankakee. Okay, so if you was at local stores during the year, you gave $130. Okay, mental health services to help your fellow man. Count it as a. If you want to break it down, you gave $130 a month, like $11, $12 a month. Okay, you gave less than $12 a month, man, get mental health services and help become a better person. And this is the best part, the life you say, because if one of them bullets from that person that we didn't help come through your shoot, you got to think about stuff like that. People in this community are suffering because we not taking mental health serious. We know who they are. If you got somebody in your household that need mental health services, you help them out. On your block that may need mental health services, you help them out. Straighters, coaches, whoever it is. If you know you got a kid that may need some help, look, stop being worried about hurting somebody's feelings. You gotta have these uncomfortable conversations in order to get better. As a coach, you have to be uncomfortable in order to get better. You have to push your bodies, and you have to push yourselves in order to get better. Well, guess what? We got to have those understandings in order for our community, in order for our schools, in order for anything to get better. We have to have those uncomfortable conversations. I think it's something wrong with you. Yes, I think you need some mental health services. Yes, I think but we got to have those uncomfortable conversations. Okay, we do. We just got to have them. Conversations. And guess what? If I hurt your feelings, I'm not doing it in malice. And I love you. And I love my community. And I love and if you don't like what I say, because I'm telling the truth. Okay. Remember, man, we need to start taking mental health more serious. Get our communities back in order, man. Only way we're going to get our communities back in order is if we get a household at a time. Okay. One block at a time. Kankakee will get better. All our communities will. All right. So that's our episode of remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We just went live on Twitch and Facebook. We went live on all three of them. Don't forget to share this video. Share this video. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Those of you who made the podcast will be okay. I'll put a link on my Facebook page, on other platforms. I'm talking to Apple and all that, so we're going to cast up on there as well. Okay. And as always, I'm praying for my senders, praying for everybody that has somebody affected with those shootings this weekend, praying for y'all. And as always, in party, remember this: never stay the same. And if you don't have a seat at the table, you are on the mission. May God keep you, and you have a wonderful week. And I will talk to you later on.